TV5 Morning Extra is brought to you by Roof Max of Midland.
Some of our top stories today, we're following the investigation into a deadly shooting out of Genesee County.
Also, the end of unlimited bridge crossings in Bay City.
It's time for your WNEM TV5 Morning Extra. Thanks for joining our live stream. I'm Lauren Piesco.
And I'm Christine Winter. If you are watching us right now on YouTube, remember to follow, like, and comment on the stories that matter to you.
Now, before we get into those top headlines, let's take a quick look at your first alert forecast with meteorologist Matthew Mondro.
Yes, it is cold out there and watching for snow.
Yeah, Christine, Lauren, we are tracking some light scattered snow showers for today. Certainly nothing very significant with the accumulations, but you will eventually see some snow showers falling from time to time. First alert pinpoint Doppler, somewhat quiet though. We've just had the occasional flurry early this morning. But take a look at these wind chills though. 4 degrees for the wind chill in Elma right now, 9 in Flint. Feels like 13 in Bad Axe and a wind chill of about 15 in West Branch. But certainly is a cold start to the day. That's because our wind is picking up and we do expect a southwesterly wind today that'll gust from 25 to 30 miles per hour. So I do want to first alert you to some breezy conditions. So the low 30s on the way for the afternoon bus stops will still feel more like the teens. So students will definitely still want to bundle up for today. And some of those snow showers we're expecting also fall during the afternoon. But by this time tomorrow morning and Friday morning, we're tracking sub-zero wind chills between around 0 and -5, so even colder weather is on the way for the second half of the work week. We'll take a look at tomorrow's highs and the snow predictor for today coming up soon. Lauren, Christine, back to you.
All right, Matthew, thank you. Breaking overnight, we're learning more about a police situation last night in Saginaw County. Richland Township Police say they responded to a domestic situation on North Fordney Street just before 5:30 p.m. When they arrived, police heard gunshots. Multiple agencies were called in to assist. Eventually, we're told the suspect surrendered peacefully. No one was injured. Make sure to stay with TV5 for more updates. And a developing story this morning in Genesee County. Still no word on any arrests in a shooting that killed 2 people in Mount Morris Township. This happened shortly after 4 Monday afternoon. Officers responding to multiple reports of gunshots at this home on West Kurtz Avenue, not far from Detroit Street. Inside, officers found the bodies of Isaiah Pruitt and Cameron Edris Raymond Washington Glover. Both men were 28 years old. Stay with TV5 as we learn more.
Happening later today, the Flint City Council is set to meet to put some focus on the financial future of the fire department. Council members will go over a more than $3,700 donation from the Kappa Alpha fraternity at Kettering University, along with recent support from the Genesee Shiawassee Thumb Michigan Works, offering just under $20,000 to buy turnout gear for firefighter trainees hired in August and January of this year. That meeting starts today at 5 at Council Chambers on the 3rd floor of Flint City Hall.
We usually see a slight escalation in packages being taken off of the porches of homes during this time of the year.
Flint police want to warn you to be on the lookout this holiday season for porch pirates waiting to grab free presents at your expense.
In many cases, these individuals will pull into a driveway. They'll see if packages are left unattended on a regular basis. They'll check for lights being on porches. They'll check and see if there's activity by other neighbors.
Detective Sergeant Tyrone Booth says cameras and alarms can act as deterrents, but he also recommends lights that turn on automatically. He also says being a good neighbor can go a long way.
All right, new this morning, the Saginaw City Council rejecting a reappointment to the Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. At this week's meeting, the council voted down the reappointment of John Milne, and we know that 5 people voted against it, with 4 in favor. Milne previously served on the city council. Now, council member Michael Balls raised some concerns over Milne's statement at a September meeting about work being done at a local skate park where a fight broke out. Workers say they were on site painting and cleaning up graffiti at the skate park on Fordney Street in September when they were assaulted by trespassers and had to defend themselves. 3 people were arrested.
Still unfolding today, Bay City Bridge Partners bringing an end to its unlimited bridge pass this month. The company first tried to discontinue the pass last summer, but paused the plans when drivers complained. And there's now more concerns from the community, including Mayor Christopher Gerard, who wrote about it on Facebook. The mayor says people are frustrated and worried, and 7th Ward Commissioner Chris Runberg says it's for good reason.
I think they're trying to milk the community for whatever dollar they can get out of us. Since it's a losing bet for them, they want to make it look profitable, sell off the endeavor.
Now, in that Facebook post, the mayor says the city commission approved the bridge agreement under the understanding people living outside the city would have access to the $15 unlimited crossing option. Gerard says the city's legal team is now reviewing the contract, but won't comment on legal specifics until that review is done.
At this point, I don't know what can rectify the situation. They need it to be profitable because they want to offload it. And the only way they're going to make it profitable is by working with the residents.
The mayor says he'll keep the community updated as much as he can. Stay with TV5 for more.
Where we're at now is where we're going to be at the end.
All right, still unfolding. Striking nurses in Grand Blanc Township say they are holding their ground ahead of another planned meeting with Henry Ford Genesis Hospital.
And this comes 3 months after walking off the job. Now, plummeting temperatures have union members walking the line in shorter shifts, but they say they're no less resolute than when they began their strike September 1st.
One day longer, one day stronger. We worry about the patients inside. Those people are our community. We would like to get back in, but we can't do it the way they run it.
Now, the main sticking point continues to be nurse-to-patient ratios that the hospital argues are financially not possible. Both sides expect to meet again on Tuesday.
Consumers Energy's planned reliability work for tomorrow has once again been postponed. The utility company originally planned to work on the Ashman circuit, causing an outage. This was back on November 21st. That was pushed back to December 4th. Now, Consumers says there will be no work done tomorrow. The city says a new date has not yet been set for that planned outage. Make sure to stay with TV5 for updates, though. A recall campaign targeting 6 members of the Grand Blanc Township Board continues after being rejected by the Genesee County Election Commission, and this was for unclear recall language. It was filed by Monica Shapiro in response to Fire Chief Jamie Gent being placed on leave last month before he was brought back. Now, Shapiro, former township supervisor candidate, said she'll refile those recalls with different wording.
Rescue Ministries of Mid-Michigan says the opening of a new overnight drop-in center at Good Samaritan Rescue in Bay City will be delayed at least 2 weeks because of some lingering drywall work and building inspections. The CEO of the nonprofit says the need to open is urgent.
Our contractors would also attest to the fact that I'm calling them consistently and saying, I'm trying to press every day that we possibly can, because every day sooner we get open is one less day that somebody has to be out in the environment.
And in those dangerous temperatures. Now, when ready, the drop-in service will have space for 35 people who will get a meal, be able to take a shower, and do their laundry. People in need of shelter in Bay City can visit Good Samaritan Rescue Mission on 9th Street. If you live somewhere else in mid-Michigan, dial 211 to find a warming shelter near you.
Happening today in Midland, public schools hosting 3 public input sessions about the district's strategic planning process over the next 5 to 10 years. The first meeting will be at the administration building on East Carpenter Street. The second will be at Central Park Elementary on Rod Street, and the last will be at Midland High School on East Lawn Drive. Those times are well, we'll have the times on our website. Go to the 5 Things You Need to Know article on WNEM.com.
All right, you're joining us live for TV5 Morning Extra.
Best time of year in Little Bavaria. TV5's Maggie Castraba is taking us inside Bronner's Christmas Wonderland.
Also, if you miss a story, catch up on our YouTube channel. A lot of content there. For the latest updates, also like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And remember to comment on the stream and let us know about the stories most important to you. Matthew has your first alert forecast next.
Going into this Wednesday, we are tracking a breezy day, so I do want to first alert you to that. Some of those wind gusts eventually reaching up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. More of a southwesterly wind for today, which we've already seen that breeze picking up even a little bit through this morning. And if you do plan on putting up some holiday lights today, that is something to keep in mind, that we are going to have that wind. Air temps into the low 30s, about 32 for the high today, but it'll still feel like the teens. Tomorrow, not quite as much wind, but tomorrow just outright cold. We'll only have a high of about 19 area-wide for your Thursday. First alert pinpoint Doppler this morning has had a few flurries from time to time, a little bit more snow trying to get going on the west side of the state. We do expect just some very light scattered snow showers to move through pretty much intermittently through today. As we go into this evening, we'll eventually see those snow showers leaving and coming to an end. The only exception for tonight would just be the usual lake effect spots up north, where we are going to have a little bit of that lingering lake effect here for the overnight. Now, once we go into tomorrow, a dry day is expected too, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Again, just cold as we go into your Thursday. Now, snow totals for today, about a dusting to 1 inch, certainly not tracking a lot of snowfall here. And with any road treatments that are still left over on the pavement, that'll just help to melt away the snow, because we'll still have air temps in the upper 20s to low 30s. Now, going into tomorrow morning, we are tracking more cold weather on the way. In fact, wind chills could be between 0 and -5 both tomorrow and Friday morning. So if anything, I do want to first alert you to some even colder weather on the way for the second half of the week. As we go into the upcoming weekend, we're going to have temps going back up to about 30 on Saturday, but then back down to 24 on Sunday. A little bit up and down with these temperatures here through the upcoming weekend. Next week on Tuesday, there is a chance for some more snow. That actually looks to be a little bit more of an organized system. So by Tuesday next week, that could be more of an advisory level snowfall.
All right, Christmas is just 22 days away now, if you can believe it. And if you're looking to get into the holiday spirit, there's no better place than Bronner's in Frankenmuth.
That is where we find TV5's Maggie Castraba live this morning at the world's largest Christmas store. She's giving us a preview of all the festive fun and what we should expect. Maggie?
Lauren, Christine, good morning. Well, if you guys need a boost of holiday cheer, Bronner's, you step 1 foot into the store and they've got you covered. Joined with me now is Dietrich. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie. I'm fantastic. We're at Bronner's. That's the place to be.
No complaints,
it's
right?
It's December, yes.
Yeah, and we're ending our morning in Santa's sweet shop. So can you tell me a little bit about this and what visitors can expect?
I love it as a sweet shop. Yeah, it's pastels, ornaments. That's really trending this year. A little pastel candy decor. So if you need some ornaments, we have a few in the store, 50,000 to choose from.
Right.
But we're in the Santa room, so actually 25,000 children will see Santa this year, right here in our store. So Santa opens his exquisite little boutique visiting room right after our store opens, and he goes through Christmas Eve, I should say, December 24th. He'll be here every day greeting children. So you can just come in the south entrance and pick up a name tag, and then hopefully if you get here early enough, there's not too much of a wait. But it does go very quickly. Then we hand out a little trinket afterward as a token of remembrance, and then they can feel free to visit the store or just head on out. There's no purchase necessary. My grandpa joked that sometimes it costs you to get out if you find something that you like, though. So
of course,
yeah.
I know. And speaking about just the store itself, I mean, everywhere you look, it's just lights and festive trees and all the ornaments, and just how special is it to just be a part of people's family traditions? And not only that, but it might be their first time as well. So to just be the one to showcase that all to them.
Oh gosh, it's such an honor. I could design Christmas ornaments, so it's a happy job. I get to help people celebrate Christmas with their own personal hobbies, passions, milestones, and so forth. So those are the type of ornaments that we sell. But then also just it's a huge joy to see the families come into the store, and especially the children coming to see Santa.
Yeah, of course. And you said you're behind the scenes kind of with the decorating of the ornament. So what's the thought process, behind that? Each and every season, you know, what do you display?
We always try to, my personal credo is to always find a new way to show people how to find happiness.
Okay.
So finding new things that they're familiar with, but a new thing that they've discovered on their own really helps them bring a smile to their face. So creating new ornaments that show people how to enjoy Christmas in a new way. Perfect.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And what a morning it's been here right inside Bronner's in Frankenmuth. And that does it for our tour of Bronner's. And gosh, we're ending it in Santa's Sweet Shop. No complaints here. here. So for one last time, reporting live in Frankenmuth, Maggie Castraba, TV5 News. Guys, back to you.
Looks beautiful, Maggie. Thank you. Let's check in one last time with meteorologist Matthew Mondro for a look at your 7-day forecast.
And that 7-day forecast here does hold a breezy day today, then much colder weather tomorrow. High of 19 tomorrow. We'll see those temps back to the 20s mostly for the weekend, though we do have 30 coming in on Saturday. But that 30 will be brief in the afternoon there. But as we go into next week, tracking potentially some more snow on Tuesday, although that is a week out from now, that is something that we will be monitoring going forward because the agreement for snow on Tuesday next week has actually been pretty decent as of this morning.
Right. Thank you, Matthew, and thank you so much for joining us live for TV5 Morning Extra. We will see you right back here for TV5 News at 9.
Yes, have a great Wednesday.